Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eli back with another review video, and that's right. And for this being the last week of January, one more batch of films to review, and that's right. You read the title of what I'm reviewing. Straight from, right as, the 1960s came to an end, and in 1969, and for this being the first, movie for the Peanuts gang, which, of course, being A Boy Named Charlie Brown. Yes, this was Peanuts' first ever movie. And in 1969, and during the 1960s, the Peanuts gang were best known for their TV specials, like most notably A Charlie Brown Christmas, and It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and they had, of course, other, TV, specials, aside from the holidays. And when it came up to 1969, they had their first ever movie, which being A Boy Named Charlie Brown. This was a good movie. I actually do enjoy this. This could be, and alongside with Snoopy Come Home, well, and for Snoopy Come Home being the Peanuts' second movie, two of my favorite Peanuts films. And of course, the whole thing is, and the story. When Charlie Brown enters the school spelling bee, Lou is mentioning Lucy, predicts his humiliation, but with the help of his best friend Linus and faithful dog Snoopy, Charlie Brown not only wins the spelling bee, he's chosen to attend the National Spelling Bee in New York City, leading to many misadventures in the big city. This is the first animated feature, and this is, because I'm reading it on the tablet. And this film was pretty good, because this is clearly 60s, and with some stuff that's 60s, so 60s, and the songs in this movie are fantastic, especially, A Boy Named Charlie Brown. Who sang that song? Oh gosh, I forget who did. I don't know. I think it's Rod McCune. I think that's how I'm saying it. I don't know. Somebody who sang the song. At times that song did make me cry. A Boy Named. It's such a beautiful song, and the music for sure. It's all about Charlie Brown, and it says a lot about Charlie Brown, He's just a kid next door, blah, 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 so yeah. And some stuff to it, and the stuff that goes on in the film, Charlie Brown, failing at baseball, missing to hit the ball or catching the ball, and it keeps hitting him and knocking his clothes off of him, and Snoopy's funny moments, and even one sequence where he's having a dream of him as the World War flying ace, and we get archive footage from It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, of the flying ace, and also a musical sequence, piano musical sequence with Schroeder, and even say when Charlie Brown makes his way to New York, Linus mistakenly gives his blanket to Charlie Brown, and Linus just having a meltdown and keeps passing out, and woe is me, and just blaming it on Charlie Brown, he's lost his blanket, and Snoopy, not being any help to Linus, and even when Snoopy ice skating in the ice skating ring, because the ice skating ring that's in New York, and the music that's from A Charlie Brown Christmas, on piano, that's playing, and even during the ice skating sequence, Snoopy pretending to play hockey. That's pretty funny. And when Linus is reunited with his blanket, because Charlie Brown kind of uses it to polish his shoes as he's getting ready for the spelling bee event, and even say Charlie Brown getting no sleep, and he's just been been learning every letter of words, Snoopy, Snoopy, and when he enters into the spelling bee, he, of course, is doing a great job, and all the other kids, all the other contestants that, they're losing, and when it's down to two, one that kind of looks like Schroeder, and of course Charlie Brown, and when it comes up to, like, Charlie Brown has to spell out the word beagle, and of course that's the name of the dog of Snoopy. Snoopy is a beagle, and Charlie Brown messes it up. He messes it up, and he does not spell. He gets it wrong, the word beagle wrong. How hard is that? He didn't even think of the word beagle, like, jeez. Okay, but anyways, and, the kid at the time, like, the kids voicing, the Charlie Brown characters, like Peter Robbins and, Pamela Ferdin, I think I said that right, and Pig Pen being voiced by Christopher DeFera, I think that's it, and Glenn Gleiger who voiced Linus, and Sally Dreyer, who voiced Patty and Schroeder, and of course, the late legendary animator and voice of Snoopy, Bill Mendez. Yeah, he was a big part of the Peanut films, and being a director of almost every of the Peanut films, from this and Snoopy Come Home, and so on. But yeah, and the aftermath, because, Charlie Brown, Linus, and Snoopy, they returned back home, and a couple of times where they were, like, saying, like, the end of the world, but of course it doesn't happen, and everything's back to normal, and even, like, Charlie Brown missing the kick of the football, and even, like, say that sequence where Charlie Brown came to Lucy, like, was trying to get help from Lucy, and, Lucy getting the last line after Charlie Brown misses the kick, and Lucy says to Charlie, welcome home, Charlie Brown, and apparently they look directly at us, the audience, I guess. And the end credits, because it's really cool when each of the names pop up, we get a picture of that person, But yeah, A Boy Named Charlie Brown is a good, animated film, and for it being the first Peanuts film, and I give this a 10 out of 10 for sure. 10 out of 10 for A Boy Named Charlie Brown. You guys let me know what you think of A Boy Named Charlie Brown, what you thought of my review, and and if you've seen this film, as I said. And again, 10 out of 10, and leave a comment and give this review a like as always. So there you go. And don't worry, I will be reviewing the rest of the Peanut films down the road. Don't worry. And very soon I'll review, of course, Snoopy Come Home. So, and did you guys see the shirt I'm wearing? I got it, and especially for this review. And of course, I'll keep wearing it and when I review other Peanut stuff. So again, 10 out of 10 for A Boy Named Charlie Brown. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of A Boy Named Charlie Brown. More reviews coming your way. They're going to be awesome. Keep looking forward, and I'll see you guys in the next video/review. And stay tuned later tonight for, this time reviewing a live-action film. And actually, just a year after A Boy Named Charlie Brown, and when the 1970s began, there was one film where it featured none other than Mr. Holmes himself. Stay tuned for that. Take care, and peace out.